You're crucified in Christ, where we spit out the Christ, water and spiritually baptized by the great Yeshua, the Christ, Jesus. Yeah, I just recorded something, man, and I had to take it off because I was basically talking stuff, man. I was like, I want some competition. I don't know if if it's God telling me to say this one, but yeah, I had to turn it off because I was a little unruly with my words. But I'm just, I've always been blunt and just like many suspect, though, the ministry's pretty lame. You got some lame ones out here, right? And like I said, it's the lame ones that get under your skin and make you really wanna, cause they just so like pussy, pardon the words, and they're just so cowardice, like, you know what I mean? And that's the point, man. And God don't want us to pick on the pussy and the cowardice. He doesn't. And this I know, for a fact, because I did it before, ran people in the ground and made them look very stupid, and, I don't want to go back to doing that. I really don't. First of all, that's not God's will on my life. He doesn't want me doing that. That's incorrect. But, you really just be like, right? And then, like I said, that's why you say lame, because the lame never got nothing new. And that's why, like they always say, and like I say, yeah, like Satan himself is the most lamest creation ever, because lame is just something that lame is something that's predicted, and and like the lame, they can't never go nowhere, like, you feel me? So they have to come with the same old stuff, because they're lame. And pretty much the lames are jealous of us that are versatile, right? And like I said, since I could be in the open now about stuff, right? The lames are pretty jealous because they can't have their way. They don't have they don't have faith. They only have faith in God to ask for things to be restored. They don't even have faith in God, so they don't have faith in others. So the lame is basically what they are. They stay on the lame side. They stay losers, basically. Like a lame is a loser, and that's the point. So like when I look, I say, wow, why would I pick on a loser? Why would I pick on a bunch of losers? So you think about it. I think it would be more, if I look at it in another perspective, it would be more understandable for the lames to actually pick on me, because regardless what they say, I'm blessed as well as God blessed me. I knew what I want in life. I have it, and that's just realistic, and nobody couldn't take it. Nobody couldn't force it out. Nobody couldn't say what they want. Nobody could answer questions that I asked. So, you gotta realize, like, the lame just do the same thing. So when I look at it, like Christ said, I have to be thankful, because the lame is really just jealous, mad that their lives are not going well, their marriages are not going well, they got unbalanced, uncircumcised kids, they have uncircumcised lives, they have to troll their drama kings and queens. So, when you really look at it, I have to, when I really look at it, I have to say that doing pretty good for myself. And right, and and honestly, of course, it's the Most High God that superseded me. That's the point. But see, like I said, people like to look at me so much, right? And see, like, me personally, I can tell you, I'm nothing special, and I never have been. But see, when you focus on me now, I can tell you about myself. So that's the point. Let's just get it right. My focus is the Most High God. My focus is Christ. I'm born again, take it across, and I follow God. But at the same time, these lames are saying that they're doing the same thing, which they're not. That's the point. See, what they take up is, they take up miserable, the cross of miserality. They're miserable. When they are in the bed with their mates, they're miserable. When they're trying to take care of the kids, they're miserable. When they're even trying to, let's say, serving God, they're miserable. See, there's a lot of miserality going on with us that just live joyful. You know why? Because, see, as I said before, not man, woman, or child could stop that, and not man, woman, or child has that kind of power to stop that. So you gotta look, and you're right, and you have to be thankful. to be the leader of the pack that's actually following you. And see, that's the point. See, they hate when you tell the truth. See, that's the thing. Remember, you're just following me, which is great because I follow Christ. And then, as I told you before, one day you will come to the grips of reality and realize the error of your ways. Yeah, and realize you realize the error of your ways. Because see, you don't know my ways and you don't know my errors because you're not in my life. You don't sleep in my bed. You don't pay my bills. You know, right? You don't do any of that. So, you know, how about you focus on yourself? But see, I understand your life is such turmoil, it's such darkness. You live in such shame. You would rather focus on me. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I'm not trying to give you a wound. I know some of you come from broken families. You never knew your father. Me, I knew my father, Leroy Morris. He took me to sell watches. Took me, put me on his shoulder. We went to church a couple of times. He took me to the park plenty of times. Helped me with my homework from school. He's from Richmond, Virginia. Now I knew my mother and I knew my grandmother. You understand? So I know, like, even though they ain't nothing but flesh, it's just that, you know, I've had a moral upbringing. So, you know, I know not to do certain things that some of you probably not privy to. You know, you think it's okay to troll because your father wasn't around, or maybe your mother let you troll, or maybe your mother was a troll and you watched her. Listen, and I'm saying, just listen. Now, I'm not saying that that's correct and everything like that, but you don't know better. So you know you gotta sneak around, you gotta do this and do that. So you have to try to be a usurper. Some of you, and then some of you guys, you know, you faggot usurpers. You know, you don't have a choice because your father wasn't around to tell you not to do that. You understand? When your father probably did tell you, you know, maybe he was out working, maybe he was, you know, beating on your mother. I don't know. It could be anything, but you know. Listen, you know, I know you're looking at me and you're saying, okay, you're just bringing up this and this. Listen, let me tell you, the reason why I bring these things up is because I know. See, I deal with people from broken homes. He said, no, don't never get twisted about me. I never told you I came from a broken home. I came from actually a fixed home. So let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. When my grandmother came to town, New York, from Greenville, South Carolina, she wanted to go to church in Queens. My father wanted me to go sell watches with him. So my grandmother wanted me to go to church. My father wanted me, you know, to go with him. So I told Daddy, told my pop. Pop said, go with your grandmother. You know, that's what he said to me. Right, my mom's loving me to death. Took me to college. You understand? So me, my raising itself was beautiful. They can't compare it to God. They can't, you know, right? They can't touch God. Of course not. But the point is, I've had a moral upbringing. So see, that's why I know not to do certain things. And that's why I can teach your kids, because see, the things that you do, you don't know no better. You understand? And I realize that some of you really don't know no better. Some of you were abused, raped, and everything else. So it still lingers on you, so you still think you can do certain things. See, no, that's the point. You can't do certain things. So see, when you find Christ, you're supposed to have a circumcised mind. So see, by sneaking around and snooping, and, you know, not being taught the right way is why you're doing what you're doing. So do I hold that against you when I say, oh, you know, uncircumcised idiot? What? No, I don't say that to you. But I would tell you this. So you can't preach the word of God and wallow in, you know, uncircumcision. You just can't do that. You understand? So see, that's why I can teach the word to you. That's why I can bring the word to you. That's why I got my household in check. That's why I'm the leader. That's why people can't read me. See, that's why. And see, that's just the reason why. Because I'm just speaking as a man. So when you try to doubt my manhood, I'm just like, you know, even as a man, I could defeat you. And yes, I can. Now, could I defeat a bunch of demons and a bunch of narcissists as a man? No, I couldn't, because we already know. That's it. That power is evidence, you know, over us. That's given from God. But right, so that's the point. So just listen. I can help you out today. You understand? I can help you out. You're struggling. You're going through your problems. Take up the cross. And see, some of you, you're pretending to say that yourself. You're pretending. You're making, you know, long videos. Talk about this, talk about that. So you already know to do that. So what's your gripe? What are you trying to teach me? What are you trying to help me with? Did I tell you I need help with this? This is the thing. See, this is the point, right? See, this is where your father and your mothers never came in and really grilled you with stuff. Or your pastor, or your pastoress, or your prophetess, or whatever. They never really got into you. Right? What is the problem you're helping me with? Right? No, if I have a problem, yes, help me, please. Like I said, I know I don't have problems. Like I said, temperamental trying to come back, ego trying to come back. Then we didn't understand, pride trying to come back. So listen, right? So what is that you're helping me with that I said I needed help with, though? See, I see the help you need because, see, like I said, you bring it out of yourself. That's the point. So see, I'm helping all of you. I know you're watching it. You're putting you're watching it. Some of y'all making videos, and I look at your title and I say, no, you can't help me because you're not helping me with the real problem. You're not helping me with my real problems. You're trying to create problems. See, that's called witchcraft. What church do you go to? Was your mother a witch? Was your father a warlock? Them are questions you need to ask yourself. And see, I'm not coming at you mean. I'm just coming at you to get answers so you can be real men and women and so you can raise men and women. You understand? Because my love's for the Most High and your love should be the same. So, if you truly take up the cross, I didn't say focus, but now focus, you take up the cross. Focus on the Most High God and focus on what I'm saying to you and stop trying to out-talk me. Because see, and out-video me. Because see, that's the point. Because see, y'all so caught up. You're so caught up in thinking that you're right. You're so caught up in, running around like an uncircumcised child that don't know what they're doing. You're so caught up in doing that because you don't have no home training. And see, when you lack home training, you run around like a wild beast, like a wild animal. And your daughters and your sons will do the same thing if you don't put the rod to them now and then ask God to put the rod to you. Because what you're doing is not correct, and it won't never be correct. And I don't care how many views you get. I don't care how many this you get, as you get. It's not right. Because, see, let me tell you something. If what you were doing was right, you wouldn't come at a single person like myself. You'd be out there helping who you're supposed to help. So there's a void in your life that God hasn't filled. And you can say, oh, I got Christ, I got Christ. Yeah, you got Christ. And you also got troll. You see, right, you can't serve Christ and troll at the same time. So you can't say you're serving the truth and not answer and say, where did you get that truth from? What you're saying, where did you get that from? Did I say that? See, right, even in your school.